said, uh-oh.
Hey everybody, Marcia from Be So Creative, and
Where do I
today we have a guest tips and tricks person. This is Eileen Williams, and she is just one of our favorite people. She is going to show you how to use the Jerry's Jelly Roll Jig. That's quite the mouthful, isn't it?
J to the third power.
J to the third power. So Eileen is going to take you through how to use it. And for those of you who are making the Jelly Roll rugs, which, how many have you made?
I am on my 10th Jelly Roll rug.
Okay.
But I only used the Jelly Roll rug jig one time because I wasn't a believer in it. Man, I would have probably saved like 2 weeks worth of time.
If you would have, I know, I gave it to you for a reason.
I know.
Come on now. But anyway, so we digress. Eileen is going to teach you all how to use the Jelly Roll jig. And if you are into making Jelly Roll rugs, this guy is your friend. So Eileen, take it away.
Thank you, Marcia.
And Marco is going to be running the camera for you.
Okay, Marco, pay attention in case I zone out. Okay. Well, everybody, welcome to the class. And it's not going to be that long of a class, but I hope I can show you how to use this. I made 10, well, this one is going to be my 10th Jelly Roll rug. And I only used this the last time. And the only reason I did use this is because, do I look over there? I look there. Okay, the only reason I did use this is because I taught the El Paso East Side Guild how to make a Jelly Roll rug, and I knew that there were going to be some smarty pants that showed up with this, and then I would be embarrassed because I wouldn't know how to use it. Marcia gave me one as a present, and then I put it in my pile of tools never to be used. Oh my God, this will save you so much time. All this is, don't be afraid of it, is a big fat giant bias tape maker on steroids. And it comes also with 2 little plastic strips. Do not lose these because you really need these. I think you should put some fingernail polish dots on here or use a Sharpie. I just put my initials in silver. You never want to lay these down on your cutting board and then forget they're there and you cut them, because then you're not going to have these. There's a reason why you need these, and I'll show you. And your Jelly Roll jig comes like this. You will not have a PhD dissertation written all over your Jelly Roll jig because you probably don't have ADHD, but I do. So I have to put this on here so I can remember how to use it. Okay, without further ado, let's try it. Now, first of all, let me tell you that there are 3 phases to a Jelly Roll. And you're going to use this in the second phase only to make the big ball, the coil, so that it'll all be sewn together and then you can begin to make your rug. So it took off, if I really think about it, I think you can save like an hour, hour and a half worth of time, and you're going to see why in a minute. And for all of us who are of a certain age or who like to fall down steps, our wrists and our hands are always hurting from all the things we do. This is going to save your hands. So first of all, I want you to pretend like this is 42 strips of fabric and batting. Okay, the 42 strips sewn together with the batting on it. All right, now think about that. Let's just say 40 strips. 40 times 40 is 1,600 inches. 1,600 inches. You're going to be double folding. That's why this guy is your friend. All right, now you can look on YouTube. You can get opinions from everybody. This is how I like to use it. So I take my fabric strip. I am donating this one. You'll never see it like this. This is just for demonstration purposes only. You're going to see 40 or 42 strips sewn together, and you're going to have your roll of catadine attached to this. Okay. So you're going to take this fabric, you fold over a half an inch, and then you take these little plastic strips. There's 2 sides. There's a shiny side and a sandpaper side. And you're going to put it on your strip about 1 inch facing out. See my initials up there? You can't steal my plastic strips. And one on the top and one on the bottom. And just kind of center those and pinch it. Okay? Now here's this big, fat, giant bias tape maker. By the way, do you realize that the person who invented this is the person's Cindy and Jerry from Hip Stitch in Albuquerque. They invented this tool. They're millionaires now probably because of this, and they saved us a lot of time. So on the back of this, I put this side up for sewing, and on the front I put feed fabric through here. Okay, that just helps me. You have to put the fabric face up. You know, I want to see this thing going through. You can't put it through here. You can't put it through here. It kind of looks like a pencil sharpener. I don't know why that indentation is there. But you stick it right in the top. It's kind of even. And as you push it, at the same time, you're going to pinch the top of this and pull. Pull it through. Turn it over. And you're like, whoa, look at that. It came just like that. Look how perfect that is. So you're going to have, I'm going to go to the next tip in a second. You're going to have this like this. You have to double fold this. You take these plastic pieces out, and you can be right in front of your sewing machine, which I'll take you there right now in a second. After I do this again, you double fold this over, and you're ready to put this right in your machine and start sewing it. Okay? I'm going to demonstrate that again in case you didn't get that. And then I'm going to show you a wrong way to do it. You're going to inherently know that it's wrong if it doesn't come out this way. Okay, pull that right out. What if that didn't go in there correctly? You just pull it out, you just kind of smooth it. Get your strips rough side down again, about 1 inch out. Marcia, I can't believe I made 8 rugs and without this. And then on the 9th rug, I used it at the guild workshop, and everybody made a rug in one day, in one afternoon. Okay, we were making the small ones, not the big ones. So now you push it up. See, now I was doing it wrong. I'm going to show you what's going to happen when you do it wrong. I just looked at this. It says feed fabric through. I'm doing it wrong because I have the batting facing up, and I want you to see this. When you pull it through the other side, if you're doing it wrong, well, you can't sew it like that. You're going to have a batting rug. Try that. You'll be stepping on batting everywhere. Okay, so you just go, okay, pay attention, Eileen. Do it the correct way. Put it back down. Put this in. Trust me, don't laugh at me, because y'all going to do that same thing I just did. And then you're going to realize it's wrong and just take it right out and put it back in. Fabric facing up. Right inside that grooved in area, push, pull, and there you go. Let's go to the machine and I'll show you how it works. And then I'll show you my other tip. Pull those plastic guys out. Can you come over here, Marco? Get tangled up in the cord. All right, now for all of you Bernina owners, you could put your walking foot on with your 9mm plate or your 0mm plate, doesn't matter. But I'm going to use the 34D foot. I like dual feed, and I like the 34D foot because it has a red line right down the center. So I have my 9mm plate on. I have my stitch opened up to 3, and I moved my needle over 4 spaces. Now there's a lot of instructions in the jelly roll instruction pattern, which by the way, here it is right here. Marcia has these for sale. Marcia has Jerry's jelly roll jigs for sale. I like to move mine over 4, and you're going to see why in a second. And ladies, if you are not using this freehand system, please start using it. Actually, why did I do that? I'm going to move this over. Hang on 1 second. I'm on the wrong machine, Marcia. No, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. The pattern tells you to sew in 1/4 inch so you can catch all these layers. But if you're like me, you want to be right on the edge. And also, what's a good foot for this, and I forgot to bring it because I'm a little crazy right now, is the 10D foot. So I'm just going to put that down the center right now and show you. And also, Wonder Clips are your friends for this first part of the rug, if you want to use that. Okay, fed it right in there. Now, do you see this jelly roll jig? I'm going to pull it out a little bit, not too far, and then I just kind of use my fingers right there and tuck it in and just keep sewing right along. Actually, I will tell you that the 10D foot is really good for this, because then I ride that little blade right on the edge and I move it over a little bit. This, I like this 34D foot when I do the zigzag part. You do not have to pull that jelly roll jig too far down, because you don't want to have to keep adjusting it. Look, I could leave it right there if I want. Just go that far, tuck it in. Now, for those of you who have not made a rug yet, or who haven't used this, you don't know that it's these guys. If you didn't have this jelly roll jig, you would have had to use these wonder clips, fold your fabric, use about 20 wonder clips, put them all on there, and then sew a little bit, take them off, sew a little bit, take them off, and then keep using wonder clips all the way down for 1,600 inches. So this is a good tool for you to use. I guarantee you're going to save at least an hour and a half of time. And this just goes right through there, and you're done with it. You have this beautiful stitch, and then when you get your whole 1,600 inches sewn, you make your ball and you make your rug. Isn't that a great tool, Marcia?
It is. It's a fabulous tool.
This is another trick for you jelly roll rug makers. You might ask yourself, okay, how do you sew all those together? Well, there's a way you sew all these together, like you're making binding, and then you put it on I made this invention, because can you imagine just fan folding this fabric back and forth and putting a rubber band around it and releasing it, or putting it in a big pile on the floor? It's going to get tangled up, and if you have pets, they're all going to get in your big pile of fabric. So I learned to put this on a paper towel roll and roll it around there, and the wrong side is facing up. And then I took my roll of Katadin, Bozal Katadin batting. Now listen, ladies, if you want to cut batting strips and torture yourself, have at it. But I'll tell you what, if you're using batting from all kinds of different projects, your rug is going to be like some big lumpy thing, and it's too annoying. Look how perfectly beautiful this is. So when I'm sitting at my machine and this is on the floor, it's just feeding together like that. And I'm folding it right through that jelly roll rug. Of course, I would have to turn it a certain way. It's sitting down there, I'm feeding the jelly roll rug jig, and it's working. That's another trick for you. So if you are interested in having a jelly roll rug class, Marcia, or how to use this jig, come into the shop and get one. They're so simple, you can't mess it up. I'll take a picture of it and leave it with Marcia so you can write your PhD dissertation on the back and the front. Which probably won't be like me. You'll be able to make it. Now let's say as you're pulling this also, you see how it's even? It doesn't ever get uneven unless you go too far, and then you're messing with it too much. So I would go maybe 6 inches, 8 inches out, sew, pull it again, sew, and then pretty soon you're at the very end of your rug, and then you finish it. Perfect.
So, Eileen, if anybody is interested in the jelly roll rug class,
I would love to do it. It's fun. This is my 10th jelly roll rug.
so have them
Yep.
call the shop.
Yeah, call the shop. Call the shop. Come and get a jerry. This was full on Saturday. So I know several of you ladies got some of these. This is a wonderful thing. Just make sure if you buy it, mark your plastic thingies. Keep them in the bag, in a separate bag with this guy. Just put them in there like that. Yeah, that's great.
Perfect.
That was good, right?
Yeah, any other tips?
Nope, that tip, this tip, get this pattern. And by the way, besides making this oval jelly roll rug, you can make a round one that has a whole different center. You can make square ones, you can make wedgy ones, all kinds.
They're just fun.
And this tool will help you with time management. And never throw these away, because you can always add this to another project.
Yes.
Like just you think this is just a little bit, but no, you might need this.
Everything just says cool too, genius.
Genius, they're millionaires. They're genius.
Well, it's brilliant.
I should have used this. I mean, I just kept being stubborn and using one. I mean, wonder clips are good. Don't get me wrong, but you have to 1,600 inches.
It is.
Wonder clips, double fold, fold again, wonder clip. Then take the wonder clip off. Yeah, my hands hurt just thinking about it.
Yeah, so.
Good.
Are
Any
there-
questions?
Are there, yeah, Marco, are there any questions for Eileen?
Let me see. When we go to the actual video, there's the old comments.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. That's why I have to write that on there. You see, I'll get confused. But as soon as you put it in wrong, you know it's wrong. You can't do it.
No question.
No
All right.
questions. Okay.
Okay, well, Marco, let me
Oh, you need this mic.
ladies. I'll hop over there.
That was pretty quick.
No, you did a great job.
Pretty quick, but what can you say? It's so simple.
All right. Let me put this here.
Let me hold it.
There we go. Well, you can stay here and be here with me. All right.
Little shop.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I hope that you got some really great tips from the Jelly Roll Rug Queen. I should have gotten you a crown.
I know.
My mind, I don't know where I was thinking. So anyway, thank you, Eileen. I think
You're
she did a
welcome.
great job.
It's a wonderful tool.
All right, I want to remind you all that we are having the Ticket to Quilt virtual shop hop this week. Now, last night, my friend Jen at Little Shop of Stitches in Ohio, she kicked us off with the first night's shopping experience. So I want to let you all know that tonight it is Via Rosa Designs, and Via Rosa is the incredible pattern maker that makes those cute little postcards, and we love Via Rosa patterns. Via Rosa's shop is in Grass Valley, California.
Oh, I didn't
so
know
go to Via Rosa's Facebook page this evening, and she will be having the Ticket to Quilt. That is 7 o'clock our time. It's 6 o'clock our time. I always get that confused. I don't know why. 6 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, and 5 o'clock in California. So they will be this evening. Then on Wednesday, we have the gals from Off the Rails Quilting in Bondurant, Ohio. So be sure and check theirs out. Then we have, you're doing so good with that. I love this. Look at how good she's doing. We have the Mountain Creek Quilt Shop, and Mountain Creek is in Maryville, Tennessee. So this is the first time that I've been able to hop at their shop in Tennessee. And then on Friday, we have Five Little Monkeys Quilt and Sew, and Five Little Monkeys are in Weaverville, North Carolina. So we have them on Friday evening, so be sure and check them out. And then last but not least, we have our night will be Saturday. Be So Creative here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We will be joining in the virtual shop hop fun. So please join these folks. We have the lists on our Facebook page and also on our website. So again, hop on over to Via Rosa's Designs in Grass Valley, California.
Marcia, you know I have one more thing to say.
Okay, we're ready.
I forgot to tell you people, that is an entire jelly roll of 42
wow.
strips. I just opened the package and took it out the way it came and
started sewing.
And so
we're going to turn that so you all can, I mean,
so
look at how big that
I know
is.
you ladies have a million jelly rolls that you now don't know what to do with. So I just turned a quilt in for quilting out of the same fabric, and the person who receives that gift will also get a jelly roll rug with the quilt.
Oh, is my name on that quilt?
I could put that name.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, it has all those fabrics in it. It's going to be gorgeous, and then a matching rug.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Eileen, thank you for coming up and doing this for us. I think you guys have got a couple of really great tips, especially for those of you who are going to be like Eileen and be jelly roll rug fanatics.
Or queens.
Queens. Okay, well, I like queens. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great evening. Remember, Via Rosa Designs this evening at 6 o'clock our time, and we look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday for our Ticket to Quilt program. So y'all have a great rest of your day.